Okay, so a 5-ton truck, so that's mass, travelling west, 25 metres per second, so that's the original velocity of mass 1, collides with a 700 kilo car, so that's mass 2, travelling west at 20 metres per second. 20, and they stick together, so it's a sticky collision. Final velocity, VT, of the combined truck and car, so we've got a mass total. So here we have mass 1 is 5,000 kilos, M1, M2 equals 700 kilos. He's travelling at 20 metres per second, and this one's travelling at 25 metres per second. And then they collide, so their mass total is 5,700 kilos. And their velocity total, that's what we're trying to find out. So here, before must equal after. So M1U1 plus M2U2 equals mass total, velocity total. So 5,000 times by 25 plus 700 by 20 must equal 5,700 times by velocity total. Now it doesn't matter which one you label, M1, M2, it all does the same thing. So calculating that, calculator, there it is, 5,000 times by 25 plus 700 times by 20 is equal to 13,900, I think it was. 139,000. Forgot a zero, is equal to 5,700 VT. Divide both sides by 5,700. That gives you 139,000 over 5,700. So divided by 5,700. That gives us 24.4 metres per second. So the truck's actually slowed down a little bit, not much, and the car's sped up a reasonable amount. Is this elastic or inelastic? So there's a bit of an extension question. Elastic means that EK before equals EK after. So what we have to do here is go a half M1U1 squared plus a half M2U2 squared is equal to a half mass total V total squared. So that gives us a half by 5,000 times by 25 squared plus a half times by 700 times by 20 squared. And that should equal a half by 5,700 by 24.4 squared. That's only if it's elastic. Okay, so let's work out the left-hand side. Left-hand side, when you plug it into your calculator, gives you 1,702,500 joules, and the right-hand side gives you 1,696,776. Okay, so you get a mark for this one, you get a mark for this one, and then you would get the third mark by saying it's inelastic, as EK before is greater than EK after. Energy would have been lost. You don't have to put this in, but energy would have been lost to sound, heat, etc.